What's that? You guys want another getting a chainsaw ready for the day video? Let's do the 2511. I've taken off the bar and the clutch cover, blown it out, but it looks pretty gnarly in there, so I'll give it a little something. A metal brush for getting the grime off of the brake band. So I have two of these saws up and running, and the other one is down because the brake band snapped. They're getting old. I used old saws and old parts to put them together. So I've got a couple of brake bands ordered because one of them broke and I had extra parts, and I used that one, and then the other one broke. So okay, time for some new parts. I already got the bar clean with my brush, blew out the channels with these quarter pitch bars. The channels are clean. I typically don't have to go in with the pick. The clutch on the saw usually get right in the sprocket, get it spinning, kind of get some back in that bearing, and get the clutch. Then I've got this brush. It's really worn down, but it's perfect for getting tree grime off of the clutch. It works the fastest. Eventually it'll be too worn into the plastic and I'll have to start with a new one, but you know, then it'll get worn down and it'll be really nice. Yeah, for now the new one is for other stuff. Alright, so that's pretty good. Clean up my dogs a little bit, why not? Everything else is looking good. I already did the air filter. Choke up, blew the air filter, blew around the carburetor. Let's get the chain back on. So these quarter pitch chains, when they're new, usually I'll start with this guy for the first sharpen. I changed the way I do it. I think it has to do with torque, and I don't know, maybe this thing, yeah, see right up here in that flat channel, it's getting worn down. It's got like a channel wearing in it. That might have something to do with it not sharpening correctly, but for whatever it is, I wasn't liking it, so I switched over to like the file. What is this, 5/32 that you'd use for like your 201 or a pole saw or something like that, and it ended up working perfectly to where like I'm better in the cut. It's not such a tiny sharp edge that I'm catching torque issues. It gives it the edge that I want to be able to power through whatever cuts, and they're sharp. That spinning, a little slop is good. I like it a little sloppy. Get her on the vise, and then I'll put you guys right here or something. That's pretty good. A little more juice. Might want to get it a tiny bit tighter to make sure it sharpens well. I don't know if the rakers need to come down at all. I don't want to mess with them right now. I'm going to turn my file. And yeah, it's got like a little bit of a hook to it, and a nice point, a good angle. I tell you, it does good. Sure what I was hearing, but I think it's one of the dogs is wolfing a little bit. Probably hears me talking. Oh yeah. Okay. The more I talk, the louder that dog barks. Which can get pretty crazy sometimes. I believe we have a muzzle for just such occasions. Okay. Yeah. So the first time I hit these, like when they're new, and I said I'm using a 2-in-1, it's taken down the rakers a little bit. And then with this, it doesn't touch the rakers, so like I sharpened with this one yesterday, and I'm using it today, and I'll be able to get by probably a little while before I have to touch those rakers again. Or if I keep using that 201, it drops them rakers down real low. Good. I also have the Nicholson file brush to try to keep the files nice, but honestly the way I'm doing it recently is just jumping files. Files are cheap, chains are expensive, I have no issues continuously swapping out the files. It's nice having a new file. Alright. Yeah, see? More of a blunt angle. Doesn't look like any kind of angle right there, but you can see there's an angle on it. And it's got a nice angle going there. And it cuts very well. It's with these spikes on there, you can torque out real easy. I ported this one myself with torque in mind, so I didn't move as much on the exhaust and the intake. I made all the magic in the transfers and slightly did the intake and the port, and that worked for me. I use this one more than I use the one that I paid for, because it runs through the cuts better. It's awesome. Alright, that's almost 12 minutes there, so I'll talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day and be safe.